What's going on, people? It is your boy Sophus. Finally here with a video of some kind. And if I could be a real rap with you guys, as of late, I've been kind of falling on some hard times. Man, uh, I'm not gonna really get into that though. This is part of the recovery phase, so I guess one of the first ways to recover is to express yourself and to speak. And the title of this video that you're looking at is going to correlate to all this. I promise you, it will. It'll be awesome. You'll be like, "Damn, man! So how you piece all that together?" So I've always had beef with people who dislike Asta because I'll always ask them why, and every time they'll say he's loud and hyper and annoying. A lot of people I'm cool with would say he's loud and hyper and annoying, and that would be like it. And I'll just be like, yeah, but what about this, that, and that? And oh yeah, well, he does all this, but he's loud, hyper, and annoying. And I was like, I take some issue with that. I've always took some kind of beef with that, simply because of the fact that, like, keep my friends of mine would tell me this, and I'm just like, bro, there's very little, if not no difference between me and Asta. I'm very loud. You can say I'm very hyper, and a lot of people find me annoying simply for being exactly the way I am. That's something I've been dealing with my whole life. I've had a hard time forming, I guess you could say, relationships where people will just immediately, like, just have disgust for me or whatever, because I'm just such an animated person to an extent. This is something I really have, like, any kind of control or say over. Um, so when I see a character like Asta, and yeah, he is those ways. But the one thing I respect about him is that he's everything. He backs up everything he says. Like it's no filler. It's no bullshit. Like, he's gonna work hard. He's gonna work out. He's gonna do this, that, and the third. He's gonna do his job as a knight, and like he backs it up through sheer grit, determination, even skill. This is very there's very little luck. It's just sheer work, and he channels all that energy, all that uh not even aggression, just all that explosiveness he has, and he channels it for positivity, and that's something that I love, respect, and look up to, and not just myself, but literally, I believe that is one of the sole purposes of the first half of Black Clover is for everybody to realize that, and I mean everybody, I mean not just like the readers, but I mean like the cast of the show. Everybody, even the Black Bulls, when they first met Asta, was like, hey, geez, this guy's kind of like this, that, and the third. And yeah, sure, some are meaner to him, some are nicer to him, but it wasn't until like each member of the Black Bulls went out and worked with him. First it was Magna, and then I believe he went on that mission with Locke, and then and then Vanessa and Finral got to fight Venom. When they all sat there and fought alongside him, worked with Klaus, everybody, they was like, man, this. If this little nigga with no magic can sit here and do his damn job, it's just like, you just have to respect that. You absolutely have to. He backs up everything he says, and he puts in the sheer work. How can you hate somebody like that? And then the reason why I guess this ties back to myself, because I ask my friends, they'll say, oh yeah, he does that, but he's still annoying. I'm like, dude, what about me then? Like, what do you think I am? And then, you can't tell me you can't see the parallels between myself and Asa. And I guess I take offense to this because, like, to hear people close to me or just friends, acquaintances, I was like, damn, man, you don't know how long I've heard stuff like that. And there's nothing you can really do about it. There's no way you can really help it. Either people fuck with you or they don't. But the crazy thing is that Asta never let it beat him down. That's something I look up to him for. It's the fact that it doesn't beat him down. Dude, it's very hard to not care what people. And what I mean by this is, when I say like, I didn't rephrase it. It's very easy to just not give a fuck, right? But that's not what Asta does. Like when Asta told those royal guards after when the Wizard King invited him to the meeting and everything, he's like, bro, I really don't care what you think, bro. Like I am who I am. And he doesn't mean that like in a go fuck yourself way, because at the end of the day, Asta will still lay down his life and help people. He's never turned bitter or cynical to the world for how they treated him or their opinions of him or how they view him for just being how he was born. He just doesn't care that they have these beliefs. That's hard because you often turn cynical to stuff, or at least I'm speaking for myself at this point, where you kind of get bitter and you kind of get, wait, hold on one second. Never bitter or cynical about anything. You know, like he's still the generous, giving person, and it never brings him down. You never see him wanting to get sad. The only time you ever seen Asta get sad was when his arms broke. I remember, and it was more so of his lack of ability to do things for other people. The way people has treated him has never brought him down. That's something to look up to, man. That's another thing to respect outside of his hard work, outside of him backing up everything he says. It's just like he's never became bitter, and it'd be very easy to be. As someone who's been in the exact same shoes in the exact same situations, kind of metaphorically, or I guess it's just suppose, I don't know what the fuck the word is. Somebody who's had similar experience to Asta in terms of people treating him socially, it's very easy to get bitter. So my question is to the people who dislike Asta, why? And how do you feel about me? That's serious. Think about it. To anybody who knows Soul, you know, how do you feel about like that character? It's a serious question because I'm nowhere near as determined as Asta. I'm nowhere near as motivated, and I'm far more bitter and cynical. So I feel like Asta deserves a lot of love and respect. I don't know. It's just a thought. Hell Hydra.